I recently discovered an old video from 2018 on my hard drive and watched it with a great nostalgia. Looking at it now, I chuckle remembering how I was still dissatisfied with certain things that year. Yes, after 2013, the country was already experiencing economic slowdown, and by 2018 there was a distinct feeling of stagnation. If only I had known what was coming. The footage captures two sides of Russia's most popular resort city, the vibrant tourist area with its busy cafes, street performers and crowds of visitors, alongside the less glamorous aspects of city life usually hidden from tourists' eyes. I filmed the local markets where residents shop for cheaper products, and the public transportation that at that time left much to be desired. I filmed everything my camera lens caught, from homeless people to presidential elections, trying to document for history how people lived that year, what I saw and felt. For me, watching old videos I made years ago is an attempt to look at myself and my life more objectively, from the outside, to see how distorted my perception of life and reality were back then. It gives me reason to question whether I am adequately assessing current reality. Viewing this footage and remembering my feelings from that time, I realized how unpredictable life truly is. Back then, I had no idea that just a year later a coronavirus pandemic would engulf the entire planet, and a year after that, war would begin. These old videos also prompt me to contemplate where the river of time is carrying me. Images from past years remind me of the experiences, desires and aspirations I had then. Looking at these frames, I'm still painfully trying to predict the future, to adjust and change something in my life. In those years, and especially now, my family was my only island of salvation. I captured extensive footage of public transportation because I was shocked by the migrant workers who drove public buses, their driving style, talking on phones while driving, their rude behavior, and how they packed people into old cramped buses. Back then, riding minibuses were sheer punishment. It's slightly better now, with more comfortable buses, though the old ones I call cattle cars still remain. It should be noted that life in a provincial city lacks great diversity. Sochi is no exception, despite being Russia's most popular resort destination. During the off-season, the city was quiet and subdued. Only when the holiday season began did crowds of tourists flood to the streets, with music blaring from every cafe. By Easter, traditionally stalls selling Easter cakes appeared on the streets of the city. In 2018, the entire city center was studded with offices offering fast microloans. Now they are gone. 7 years ago my children were so small.
Что за зверь, скажи, такой, да? Опасный?
Many locals avoid visiting the sea beaches during peak season, postponing their swimming until fall, when the vacationers have left and the seawater is cleaner. In fact, most of my friends and acquaintances don't go to the beach at all. I'm not a fan of beach visits either, preferring to swim in the clean mountain rivers instead. However, I should mention that in 2018 I did visit the city beach a couple of times and captured footage of the beach life. During those years, people offering tourist services or taking pictures with animals were particularly intrusive. Their persistent approach was genuinely annoying, which is why such aggressive marketing is aptly called vulture business. Fortunately, nowadays it's forbidden to use animals for street photography.
Минуты. Начало представления. Стоимость билета 250 рублей. А по окончании программы кассы и впад.
Most vacationers in Sochi dedicated their days to beach activities, reserving evenings and rainy days for exploring the city's parks. But summer 2018 was special because Russia hosted the FIFA World Cup. It was a grand celebration. Our resort town, which hosted several matches, was absolutely buzzing. A stiff atmosphere reigned everywhere. I particularly remember the Australians in yellow t-shirts who occupied a cafe near my home. The city was filled with an atmosphere of unbridled joy. People of the city continued to live their lives, commuting to work in the morning, and in the evening many joined in the festivities that reigned in the city. Concerts and various entertainment events were held every evening in the central streets of the city. Crowds of people taking pictures were everywhere.
E chamou e era assim, desta maneira. La dentella lavador e massiva nella guerra delle verità. Presa Dio da quello di Nara, la visto io ieri e lui siamo Bamboleo, bamboleo.
дедушка долго-долго-долго висит.
А что это он так раз...
Не говори, мое. Да. Это мое. Это твое, это мое. Да я туда не делаю. Зачем мне это надо?
Many tourists also find time to visit the natural attractions near the city. The waterfalls, gorges and caves just a short distance from Sochi.
Я же говорила, уговорю.
And then suddenly the COVID pandemic hit. What happened around us began to resemble a post-apocalyptic movie script. Then another blow, the war.
Убедительная просьба вернуться домой. Воздержитесь от прогулок. Находясь вы подвергаете свою жизнь и жизнь других людей.
Так это не я положил.
Я тоже бабушка положила.
А это вы положили?
Да, я.
Now in 2025, on one hand I remember the wonderful year of 2018, but on the other hand there is a deep-seated panic, suggesting that in the future any nightmare could become reality.